think I want to give us an angel just to have and to hold. Alright, so we deal the damage here, and this way when our angel comes in and blocks, we kill the Archon. Ba-boom! Math. What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're taking a look at a Naya Mutated Angels deck, and that's right, we're taking mutation and making angels out of it, or we're taking mutations and putting them on angels. It really just depends on, you know, in what order everything happens. Anyways, the main point of this deck is to be getting down Emmara, Soul of the Accord, which is an elf cleric, funnily enough, not a human. And then we're going to be mutating onto it with, you know, Cubwardens, Vulpikeets, Porcuparrots, all that great stuff. Now you say, Chance, where do the angels come into play? Well, we're playing Divine Visitation. Since we're going to be playing Emmara and mutating onto her, and every time Emmara becomes tapped, we create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink, well, we're going to be creating angels instead with flying and vigilance. And the nice part about Emmara being able to be mutated is, well, the main problem, I guess, let's first start with that, with Emmara, is the fact that she's only a 2/2. So, like, you can't really swing in with her at a certain point and get these soldier creature tokens off, right? She just becomes this body that's like, oh, I wish I could convoke something. But whenever you put, you know, Cubwarden onto her, or Vulpikeet, or even Porcuparrot that allows you to just tap her without swinging in, then you gain this sort of body, right? That can swing in. So Vulpikeet allows her to fly, kicks her up to a 3/4. Already great stats. You swing in, you get the token, you get to attack with the flyer. Cubwarden, right? Whenever Cubwarden comes down, you're going to create two 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink, and then whenever you swing in with Emmara, you're going to create another soldier with lifelink, so you're getting to create 3 creatures whenever Cubwarden mutates onto Emmara, and it's very awesome, right? You end up getting up to these huge armies, so much to the point that I justified adding in a Regal Leosaur. We needed a few more creatures down here in the bottom end, and Regal Leosaur honestly patched that right up, right? Since we are sort of going for this go-wide strategy with Emmara and the Angels and March and all that good stuff, Regal Leosaur actually does a pretty good job whenever it comes down mutated, right? +2/+1 onto your other creatures. I mean, even if Emmara isn't mutated onto, it still turns her into a 4/3, which is, well, now a body that can actually swing in. Turns all your 4/4 flying angels into 6/5s, which is, again, should be enough for you to just finish out the game, in the match, whatever you want to call it. Now, also down here in the bottom end, we have Raise the Alarm. Instant speed gives you 2 creatures you can mutate onto. Also, it's instant speed angels if you're to the point of Divine Visitation, so that's kind of cool. Aside from all the mutations and the creatures and the Raise the Alarm, all that good stuff, in the deck we have Gideon's Sacrifice, which... Okay, I gotta explain this one a little back. So, Gideon's Sacrifice actually made it into the deck because I was going back and looking over some of my old decks when I was looking for inspiration for new decks, and I was like, you know what, Gideon's Sacrifice in a regular go-wide deck, probably pretty decent, right? All the, excuse me, voice crack, all the Storm's Wraths, all the Zenith Flares, Expansion Explosions, right? You can now target a little, you know, soldier creature token and make it take all that damage, make it take the 13 damage from Zenith Flare, or the 15 from Expansion Explosion, right? And all that only for 1 mana. It's very easy to keep 1 mana open. I figured we'd give it a go, and so far, gotta say, I'm not disappointed at all. Not in this deck, at least. I don't know that I'd go throwing it in every deck, but in a go-wide deck like this, it functions perfectly fine. God's Willing plus Unbreakable's in here to keep your creatures alive, because obviously the worst feeling in the world is when you're trying to go wide and you lose everything, right? Now, y'all know I'm not huge on removal, however, Conclave Tribunal fits into this deck literally perfectly, right? So Emmara going to be creating those white creature tokens, Cubwarden going to be creating those white creature tokens. It's real easy to convoke and get it down. Also, when you convoke it with Emmara, you're going to go ahead and create another soldier creature token, so it just sort of lines up with everything, right? That's gonna pretty much do it for the deck tech or deck breakdown. Honestly, it's kind of straightforward. It's just a little wonky, or at least it looks it, but you'll see when we get into the matches, this deck plays fucking amazingly. Anyways, let's hop in without further ado. Raging Wookie. I kind of feel like a Raging Wookie right now with all this hair I have. Not gonna lie, it's just everywhere. We're gonna keep this. Emmara in starting hand, Porcuparrot in starting hand. It seems like it could be good, you know? Don't let me come back and eat my own words, Magic. If you could just give me some red mana, we'll call it okay. I'll call you my friend. Cubwarden. Now you're tempting my greed. Now you're tempting my greed, Magic. I'm gonna keep it. Just in case the next land we draw isn't a red land, I'll be happy I kept the Cubwarden, I think. You know what I mean? Double Healer's Hawk. You don't say. You don't say. Well, we didn't hit any red mana, but we did hit mana in general, which means if I throw it this turn, we can get down the Cubwarden. However, if I was to play land, we could also just get down Conclave Tribunal. Now, we probably don't want a Conclave Tribunal, a simple Healer's Hawk, at least at the moment. Now, you know, of course, those wily Healer's Hawks can always catch enchantments and that kind of stuff and become just ridiculous. Do I want another Emmara? That's a good question. Yes, I do, because here's the thing. We're going to mutate onto our current Emmara, right? We're going to throw that Cubwarden all up on her. That sounds a little wrong, but I want you to know that it's completely consensual. It's all right. She's not a human, so you know it's fun. And then we can throw another Emmara down. You know what I mean? There's never too many Emmaras. Thanks to how mutate works, you can actually have multiple legendary effects. We'll say, because Emmara is not technically on the field when you mutate the Cubwarden onto her. Her ability's on the field, but for all intents and purposes, as far as CMC counts go and any of that stuff, she's not, right? It's Cubwarden. So again, we could Conclave Tribunal the Ajani here, but you know, Cubwarden. Actually, we can mutate and then Conclave Tribunal the Ajani. Oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Genius. A genius at work, I tell you. Now, we still need some red mana to get that Porcuparrot down on our other Emmara, but man, can you imagine when we have a Porcuparrot to take out those Healer's Hawks? It's just going to be a wide open board for us at that state. Bloodthirsty Aerialist, well, that's unfortunate. Definitely should have saved our Conclave Tribunal for that one, huh? That one flies. Alrighty, well, ooh, red mana. Now, unfortunately, our Porcuparrot isn't going to get big enough to deal with that Bloodthirsty Aerialist, and our Cubwarden already isn't big enough. Now, we could Unbreakable Formation here, but I also want to get down my other Emmara to give us more lifelink. I think I am shocking this in. I'm getting Emmara down, even though Emmara isn't immediately coming into play, and well, Porcuparrot, we'll just save you for next turn. I am going to go ahead and Unbreakable here, and we'll swing all in because we really need to get some life gain going on here. That way the Bloodthirsty Aerialist doesn't, well, just take us out. So do they block at all, I guess is the question. They can block their Bloodthirsty Aerialist to our Cubwarden if they want to block that damage from the face. No, they don't trust us to not be able to gain random. Well, that's okay. They're down to 13, we're up to 25. I don't know for how long that will persist, but we'll see. They only have 2 cards in hand. And again, my Porcuparrot coming down on our Emmara there, I don't know if it'll be better to just swing in with that creature, right? Or to start pinging down those Healer's Hawks so their rate of life gain goes ridiculously down. Ah, well. Never mind. Oh, opponent's just gonna swing all in, and they're trusting that we can't hit the crackback on them. Well, that's being a little ballsy, opponent. I'm not gonna lie. A card with reach means that we're not dead to that Bloodthirsty Aerialist necessarily. We are only at 5 mana though, so we have to sort of pick and choose what do we want to do here. So how much damage do we have on the board? We have 8 damage. So we're gonna take them down to 11. We're gonna take ourselves up to 25. If I put Porcuparrot down onto one of my creatures and it kills the Healer's Hawk. One, we're gaining life. We're gaining 1 bit of life instead of 2. We're losing 2 points of damage on their face, but we're also slowing down the amount of damage they get on my face. So, all in all, I think that's worth it. Because we're essentially taking 2 damage from them. 2 additional less damage, I guess I should say. Right? By the way, I was wrong. It wasn't 8 damage. It was like so much more than that. It was like 12 damage. Alright, so here comes the Lordress bringing their Healer's Hawk right back. And now you wonder, do they keep on going in with the Bloodthirsty Aerialist? Yeah, and the Healer's Hawks. Maybe getting down the Gem Razor actually and having it as a defender against the Healer's Hawk was a better idea. Another Cubwarden. Well, it's hard not to throw the second Cubwarden onto the first Cubwarden. You know what I mean? Double wardens, double whammy. But that is only giving us, you know, more creatures. Of course, when we're more creatures is ever a bad thing, right? So over, under, I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll stick you under just because the other Cubwarden, you know, he's been doing fine. There's no need to replace him. No need to replace him. So what we do then, they can, no, they can't. So we swing all in, right? 4, 5. Yeah, they could kill our Porcuparrot. I guess we could keep the Porcuparrot back. 4, 6, 8, 10, 14, 15 damage is what we have coming at them. If I do some, nah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh yeah, forget we're also creating another unit with Cubwarden. Fantastic. So we are going to use Porcuparrot here to kill whatever we need. Right? So Tiny Healer's Hawk going up against the Cubwarden. We'll go ahead and Porcuparrot and kill that Healer's Hawk as well. And they're down to 4. Their life gain, I don't think, is nearly as substantial as ours. You know, they have the creature that deals a lot of damage when you gain, you know, life gain, whether it's big or small, but they don't exactly have, like, life gain total, right? We have 4 life gain, plus 2, plus 2, plus 1, plus 1, plus 4, plus 2, plus, you know, you get what I'm saying. Life gain for days, basically. Get out of here, Migratory Greathorn. Quit reminding me I don't have the stuff to play it correctly. Alright, so we're gonna mutate you down onto a 1/1. I know we could mutate it down into a Cubwarden as well, and, you know, have that do that stuff. If I swing all in here, Cubwarden dies here, right? 1/1 blocks 4/5, right? 4/4 gets blocked to, chill out. 4/4 gets blocked to 3/2. 2/2 blocks 2/2, right? Or 1/1, I guess. 2/2 blocks 1/1. So we're left with 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're healing 4. I think that's lethal. And if it's not, yeah, you know, it was fun. Math is for defenders. I think that's the common saying, right? I know I just skimmed a little bit of math there, so we'll see what they decide to do, but they do have to block in general. They only have 4 life to play with here. Alright, so was that right? 1 to 4, 3, 2 to 4, 4, 10, 11 to 4, 6, and a 2, 2 to a 1, 1. Yes, I was correct. And that's still going to be enough damage, so fantastic. Let's hit done on that, and, you know, yeah, reap our rewards. 54 health. Raging Wookie, thank you for being such a great and awesome foe for us today. Robbo is going to be our next foe. This is hard and no thank you. Sure, we have the Regal Leosaur. I guess we can mutate the Cubwarden down onto it, but we don't even have the lands to, like, potentially get us there. Is that how you want to play the game? Huh. I see, I see. Well, we'll toss back the Unbreakable formation. Charmed Stray. It's been a long time since I've seen a Charmed Stray. Fabled Passage is great, but we kind of have to pick our poison here, right? Do we want a Fabled Passage this turn, or do we want a Castle Ardenvale? Well, either way, we're going super slow. A Daxos. Ooh. Ooh. Super happy about making that Castle Ardenvale play. Now we can throw down the Porcuparrot, smash the Charmed Stray, and have complete ultimate dominance. Right? That's how that works. Man, I do enjoy. Ooh, this might be the game, ladies and gentlemen. Over? Of course we're going over. Now here's the thing, you don't tap it yet, right? You wait. You wait for their turn. So this way you can defend with the Porcuparrot, you can kill the Charmed Stray. If they have another Charmed Stray come down, they don't, they're just having a little arc. Ooh, damn. Turning that Heliod online is a bad thing. Alright, so they swing in with the Heliod. Why are you swinging in with the Daxo? That's what I'm not wrapping my noggin around, the good old cranium. Oh, because whenever it dies, whoa, yeah, what? The opponent making the misplays. You had my Porcuparrot dead. I am so very grateful they didn't do that, obviously, but damn, that was close. All right, so we're going for this. I'm gonna tap you, and then pay there, and then I can still have the 1 mana for God's Willing. Okay. Am I taking the Heliod or I'm taking the Archon? Archon is flying, but don't get me wrong. As soon as we get down to the Divine Visitation, we're all good in the sky. Kinda. We have a constant blocker. You know what I mean? Yeah. So again, we'll wait on the Porcuparrot. No reason to swing her in quite yet. Going down to 8. Actually, we're going down to 6. Yeah, that's a little scary. That's a wee bit scary, but we got it. We got the combo. We got the wombos of the combos, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, should wait on that. Next to combat, you two. I need more health. I need you getting in there, getting your hands dirty. There you go. Good job. You gained us 2 life. I'll count it as a net positive. Now our opponent's like, ooh, I got an Archon. I'm gonna get you. But in all reality, who's getting who, or who's getting whom? I don't know. The bad thing is we don't have the mana for God's Willing. So if they go to Conclave Tribunal, my Porcuparrot here, I'm gonna be a little salty, a little bit salty. I think that's what they're thinking about. Like, do I want the Porcuparrot or do I want the Divine Visitation? They're gonna go for the attack first. Well, this is difficult because now I have to like choose. Do I want to tap the Porcuparrot and put a defender in front of the Archon, or do I want to use the Porcuparrot to block Daxos and then give us an angel just to have and to hold? I think I want to give us an angel just to have and to hold. Alright, so we deal the damage here, and this way when our angel comes in and blocks, we kill the Archon. Ba-boom! Math. Bet you weren't ready for that, Mr. Robbo. Or maybe you were. Maybe you're planning on shattering the sky. Oh, baby. When you get lucky, it feels so good in Magic. Another Divine Visitation. Well, they don't stack, and I'm so happy that I was able to scry that one to the bottom. Alright, so we're going to end our turn. Also, key little side note, we have Castle Ardenvale, so even if we didn't draw into the Emmara, we still have a way to create angels, okay? We're still able to get there. A land. A cheeky little land. Well, let me see. You have to tap this, +2 here, plus those 2. Alright, so we can enter a tap, because it won't matter anyways. No attacks, in turn. We're on the edge. We're living on the edge. They only have one card in hand. What do y'all think it is? What do y'all possibly think it is? They're swinging in. They know we have a Castle Ardenvale, right? They know we're about to do this stuff. Now, we don't have a God's Willing to protect our Emmara, but again, with the Castle Ardenvale being down and being able to just spawn up angels, I'm not too worried about keeping the Emmara. I do want to keep her, don't get me wrong, but you know, we get to keep her anyways. It doesn't even matter. Pish posh is what I say. Alright, so let's kill that Impassioned Orator. And Robbo, they've seen enough. They said, I know you're on 5 health, but the base of your deck is so good, bruh. I can't even hold a candle to it. Alrighty, so first opponent for today with this deck is Bayou. What do you want to buy me? You can buy me whatever you want. Well, that's a little interesting, huh? Sure. We can find some red mana, right? Hopefully. Well, I'll tell you one thing that'll help is throwing down this Temple of Plenty and getting a good gauge at our deck. March of the Multitudes. I'm good on it right now, though. If you show it to me later, I might take you up on that. So it's Umori, so they're probably playing Mutate. So I got a little bit of time to play with here, right? Divine Visitation, man, you're really making me choose here, huh? Because we have the Cubwarden in hand. It's just like, you know, it's a bit hopeful. We still don't even have a line to get creatures down. We need that first and foremost, I think. Emmara, look at that. Bite my own tongue there. Alright, so we'll get down to Emmara. We'll probably go ahead and shock this in actually as well. And this way we have God's Willing available for the Emmara, just in case they want to try any cheeky shit, right? I know it's mutate, but you never know when a mutator, if that's a word, you know, plays removal or whatever. So never too bad to be safe rather than sorry. And it may not be mutate, you know, they're playing Euro. Could just be Sultai creatures. Either which way, that is going to allow us to get the Cubwarden down here. Booyah. This is going to be great. So we're going to get 2 cats there. We're going to get another creature here. We're going to have to hope they don't have board wipe. Paradise Trade. Well, fantastic. Where I come from, that's not considered board wipe. Alright. Now, we can mutate the Regal Leosaur down, and it'll buff up all of our side creatures. Also give us more creatures. Interesting. Oh, I think one thing we didn't do from yesterday is we didn't go back and add in more lands for the Migratory Greathorn to actually hit. Alright, well that's fine. We'll do this. We'll still have the 1 mana for God's Willing. Under. You crazy, crazy card. You're not coming out on top. Alright, let me go all in. And create another token, of course. Who says Selesnya Go Wide strategy is dead? It's right here. It's alive. It's very much alive. Again, hopefully no board wipe. Good game. Is that it? Bayou. Did we get you? We didn't even get to the angel part. I mean, we had the opportunity, but we would have never got there as far as lands go. And had I not cycled down, you know, scried away those cards, who knows? We may not have made it to the Emmara in time. But we did, and we're picking up the victory. Bayou. Thank you. Thank you for the match. Scot Killer. Gonna be our next foe. And I see the Divine Visitation. I see the Emmara. It's so hard to resist the temptation to, you know, whatever. And the way that I justify it is I say, well, my opponent's gonna be playing a discard deck. Obviously they're not. They're playing a Gingerbrute aggro deck, which yeah, could come to bite me in the ass, us keeping 2 Divine Visitations for sure. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, I'm thinking it's gonna bite us in the ass. Our opponent's playing this weird Selesnya and probably enchantment deck, right? They just have the Gingerbrute in there as a little bit extra spice. A little extra spicerino. All right. So what we do is we just skip. We have raised the alarm. So if we can take out their ginger brute before they get going too far, you know what I mean? I think that'll be better than getting down Emmara early. So test and training. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I think now they're thinking about whether or not to pay that 1 mana for the ginger. Ooh, they just throw it down. Just Sentinel's Eyes right on it. And then we raise the alarm. Boop, boop. Now we're still going to take 2 damage from this, but we're at least getting rid of all those enchantments stacked on the ginger brute minus the Sentinel's Eyes. So yeah, that's good. We'll throw down the cheeky little planes. Not that it does anything here, except for turn on our Fabled Passage. But by the way, we're now to the mana to get down Divine Visitation. We don't need both of them, obviously. That's a bit annoying, but I think it's... I don't want to say it's worth it, okay? Because I'm not trying to convince people out there that keeping a hand with 2 Divine Visitations is a good idea. But I think if we can get it down in this one situation or scenario, it'll be worth it for us, you know? It'll be worth it to have kept the hand. Owslid? Yeah, it's an enchantment deck. Oh, no. You never want to see your opponent scry 1 to the top. That's not a good thing. So I can mutate the Regal Leosaur onto the Emmara, but it doesn't actually do too much, you know what I mean? Like mutating it onto it doesn't give anything any boost because, well, there isn't anything there. So I don't know if I even want to waste my time to mutate these down quite yet. You know, the Emmara gets to swing in anyways. Maybe if I already had a 1/1 lifelinker that I can mutate and then make Emmara bigger from the lifelinker having the Regal Leosaur, then sure, maybe. But I think for the time being, I'm fine just keeping the mana back. You never know, right? If I draw into a Cubwarden and then I just played my Regal Leosaurs for no reason, I'm gonna feel a little bad. Alright, so let's see. Our opponent's up to 5 mana and they only have 2 cards left in hand. Sentinel. Season of Growth is going to allow them to draw more every time they target something. Well, like so. Are we blocking the Owslid here? Oh, well, I mean, I guess Owslid's just going to kill our Emmara, right? That's some cool beans, too. That's some cool beans. You know what's really shitty? Because I still haven't updated the lands in the deck. We actually don't get to get down that Divine Visitation. Oh, shit, we do. We don't with the Fabled Passage. That Fabled Passage is actually completely dead in hand. As much as I hate to say that. As much as I hate to say it. Alright, so let's see. Scot Killer, they're just stacking that Owslid bigger and bigger and bigger. That's fine. See if I care. Ooh, Cetesian Champion. That one I care about a little bit. She's where the nuts starts happening, right? Here's the thing, if I block and I draw into a Cubwarden, I have nothing to mutate onto. Hit me with your best shot. It's not... Ooh, did I call it or did I call it? Because I'd like to think that I called it. Now, again, just to show everybody, just to prove everybody, you know, Fabled Passage, there's nothing. There's nothing we can get. We'll let the opponent know that's a oops. But that was an oops from long before. So Cubwarden coming down, gonna mutate onto this one soldier that I decided to keep just in case of this scenario. And now we're gonna be able to create those 2 angels. Am I swinging in with the Cubwarden? I think so, because here's the thing. In order for them to kill our Cubwarden, they would need to do some really kind of shiesty shit. And if I can get in, that's life gain. Right now is the only time I'll be able to get in with Cubwarden, right? Yeah, get it. Do it. Fuck him up, Cubwarden. And by fuck him up, I mean, you know, gain me some life. Gain me some life for Reno. Karametra's Blessing, you're kidding me. You're actually kidding me. This opponent. They're just popping off with the with the needed cards. I should say nice to that, though, I guess. Alrighty. That's going to be a whole GG. Wait, what can I say? They had the exact card they needed every time. Alright, so Yasu, gonna be our first foe with our Mutated Angels deck. And I am gonna keep this hand because we have the Emmara and we have something mutate onto it. So it's everything we want in life and so much more, right? Now, Gideon's Sacrifice is in here mainly because I played it the other day and I was like, you know, I've never really thought about using Gideon's Sacrifice in a deck where I have tokens and then just sending all the damage to the tokens. You know what I mean? Like, you can block with all your creatures and then you use Gideon's Sacrifice and that token basically becomes this chum blocker. Anyways, we're going to mutate onto our Emmara here. Hopefully she lives. Obviously, the opponent's showing very removal heavy kind of stuff. Not red or green. We probably need more basics in the library, actually. I wasn't even thinking about the Migratory Greathorns. So we already have green. We'll go ahead and take the red. Swing in. Beautiful. So we have our first little creature token. And now from here on out, we can keep mana for Gideon's Sacrifice up. We'll probably keep up mana for Unbreakable Formation as well if we can. We'll see, though. That's probably fun. Now, do I just want to get down the Regal Leosaur, or do I want to mutate it? If I mutate it, I still have the mana for Gideon's Sacrifice. I think I want to mutate it. We can mutate it down into the Soldier. It'll buff up our Emmara's creature to 5 damage. Or if we mutate it onto the Emmara, it'll buff up the Lifelinker. I'm going to buff up the Emmara because if I do use Gideon's Sacrifice, it's going to be on the Lifelinker, so... This way we get another land out as well. Mystical Dispute, never mind. They're just gonna counter it. Alrighty, well, that's okay. We'll get in for still 4 damage. Emmara will create another little token for us, and we'll call it all good. Yeah, that's right. Every time I swing in with my Emmara, I get another creature token. It's part of the beauty of mutating onto her is instead of just dealing the... Well, how much damage does Emmara... Yeah, instead of just dealing the 2 natural damage, we can boost her up to higher ends. So let's see what our Sultai opponent has in store for us here. Now, one problem with Sultai is Gideon's Sacrifice, not so great against it. Wilderness Reclamation. Not happy about it. But they probably have Counterspell, right? Probably have some Counterspell. So we're going to try to mutate here. If we can, fantastic. We'll be able to get rid of the Wilderness Reclamation. If they counter it, well, then it just happens. Not much you can do about it, you know? Sea Dasher Octopus, they're just getting down to Sea Dasher. Alright, and we want this over. And then we're going to destroy the Wilderness. Okay, I didn't even have to select it. Fantastic. We'll get out the Forest. So yeah, we're going to want to put more basics into the deck. I'd completely forgotten about that. And now we can get in with our Emmara. Do I want to get in with the other stuff? Probably not. We'll just leave it back to defend. Now remember, whenever we get our Divine Visitation down, every time Emmara or, you know, the mutated Emmara swings in, we're going to be creating angels. So that's kind of where the mutated angel part comes from. Also, I guess you can mutate onto the angels once you have angels, so that's a nice little caveat as well. Target creature gets -X, -X. Ooh, got him. Got him with the God's Willing. I don't need another land. Oh, Yasu. They're just going to scoop it out. They've seen enough. Emmara, Mutated Angels. Anyways, Perchey? Perchey? I don't know. Y'all know my pronunciation of the English of the English language is terrible, much less if that is English. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really love the lands of this hand. Our opponent's playing Lourdes as well, so like they're probably playing a quick deck. Let's just mulligan it now. Ooh. Alright, well. Oh boy. Well, if they're playing Lourdes, they're probably not playing board wipe, right? Alright, so we're going Fabled Passage turn 1. Oh. Boros? Lourdes? No. Cycling, right? Yeah, okay. It's got to be cycling. So we go for the white mana here. We get down Emmara. Next turn, obviously. Next turn we down Emmara. And then we hope that she can get big enough off the mutates to do stuff. Another Flourishing Fox. Well, I guess that's better than them cycling. Hush up, phone. Where are you even at? Oh, in my pocket. Hey, I don't have to shock in the land to get down to Emmara. That's a plus for me. Let's just turn this all the way down, right? We don't need those kind of interruptions / distractions this morning. Alright, so opponent's thinking about it. They're like, yes, what do we do? They're cycling. Are they cycling 2 cards? Maybe, probably. Indeed, they are. So we're going down to 13. That's okay. Our true potential has not been yet unlocked. Now, I am going to have to shock into the land, which feels a little bad in order to do this. But, you know, sacrifices have to be made. We're also only going to create 1 creature when we do this. That's okay. Emmara, why can't you have lifelink innately? Like, that would make you really, really good. Alright, so we have the 1/1 lifelinker that we can now mutate onto next turn. The question is, do we survive long enough allowing these Flourishing Foxes to just continue bashing our face to mutate onto the lifelinker and, you know, have something turn out from that? I don't know. Gotta say, that's a tough one. And the further away it gets, the more I want a Conclave Tribunal to just take away these foxes. Let's see, so they're putting us down to 3 health right now if they swing, and if they cycle 1 more, well, that's terrible. We absolutely can't take that. I'm sorry, Lifelinker, but you can't stay on the board. There's just no way, right? Right. Alright, well, we got a block. We're going down to 7. Porcuparrot. Porcuparrot, huh. Here's the thing, if I mutate it here, that's still only 2 mutations, which means it's only going to deal 2 damage if I tap it, and that's not exactly worth it. What we could do is swing in and create a little token and then mutate onto the token. Yeah, that's probably the best course of action we have right now. Alright, so we'll swing in. And then what are we putting on the token? Are we putting our heaviest thing, or are we just drawing some land so we can be a little better set up for next turn? What's going on here? I say we go ahead and set up this over. Oh, Migratory Greathorn, I gotta get you some more stock, buddy. I know. You're running low on supplies. Our opponent shocked in a land. I'm not happy to see that. Makes me think that they might have us here. Let's see. If they cycle 3 and give one of their creatures 8 damage, we still get to block, and we're still staying at 2 health. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to be at 2 health, but I guess it's a hell of a lot better than dying. Alright, well, we're gonna be at more than 2 health, which is, you know, fantastic for me. We're gonna be at, what, 4? Unless... okay. Good game. Good game there. Raking Claws. You know, it gets you. Ram 2438, gonna be our next foe. 2 Emmaras and a Gem Raiser. Hey, and we get to go first, too. Well, count me in. The only bad thing is that Fabled Passage kind of stopping us from getting to that guaranteed Gem Raiser. Although, I guess we could cast Fabled Passage on turn 1 and then, you know, just put my foot in my mouth because we actually have a way to do it. So yeah, let's do that. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab a Plains here. Oh, I keep meaning I have to update the lands. Will y'all please remind me? I have to update the lands. So we only have 3 basics and we're playing Migratory Greathorn. He's like, Chance, come on, man. You're starving me. Alright, so first Emmara, check. Next operation, Gem Raiser on Emmara / kill enchantment. No? son of a bitch. Well, that's fine. We have 2 Emmaras for a reason. Yeah, actually. I'll hemorrhage the health right now. I'll hemorrhage health like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, I would have really loved it had we been able to keep that Emmara and get this Emmara and, you know, that good stuff. Find a Divine Visitation. Save the cheerleader, save the world kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Raise the alarm, I like it, but it's a little late, right? That was meant to be our early game stuff, and well, we're already in our early game stuff. Now, here's the tricky part. Do our gem razors down into the Emmara, kill the Hateful Eidolon, and lose our potential God's willing. Nah, I don't think so. Because the second I go to mutate onto Emmara, yeah, they go to do something like that, and then, you know, people just don't have any class anymore. We're a Conclave Tribunal, sure, we'll keep that on top. So get out of here with your Reaper of the Midnights. We are going to swing in with the Emmara. We'll get the little 1/1 token down. And hey, I mean, if we want to, we can mutate onto the token. I don't really want to, but, you know, the option's always there. So the opponent's going to save that 3 mana in order to kill our Emmara when she swings in, because Emmara is probably swinging in. Or we can Conclave Tribunal, actually. Ooh. Wait a minute. Are we in the same situation that I was before, where I mutate onto the Emmara and then I get 2 creatures and then I'm able to Conclave Tribunal? Right? I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. Thank you for the Knight of the Ebon Legion. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Now, okay. Nice. Kerfuffle. Well, I like the name a lot. We get to go first with this. Oh, we were supposed to change the lands. That's what I was supposed to do in between games. That's all right. All right, whatever. We'll keep it. We'll see if we can't make it work. We have the 2 Scry lands, so maybe we can find some more lands within these first 2 lands, if that makes sense. We may not be able to. You know, may have just kept a bad hand. We'll have to hope, wait, and see. Stomping Ground. There we go. We were able to find some. So we'll get that down. Probably just cast down the Regal Leosaur, and then we can start mutating onto it, right? Ah, Dreadhorde Butcher. You don't love to see that. Ugh. Ugh. Kerfuffle, what are you doing? Get out of here. Don't Witch's Oven your Dreadhorde Butcher. You definitely swing in. They're trying to figure out a way to kill my Regal Leosaur, and they just realistically just swing in. Okay. Okay, whatever you say. We could actually save our Unbreakable Formation, but that requires us to get up basically 3 more mana in order to get down these other creatures. If I try to mutate my Migratory Greathorn down onto the Regal Leosaur, what does the opponent actually do? Do they just kill my Regal Leosaur? But then that takes out the Dreadhorde Butcher, and I still get down Migratory Greathorn. Oh, I think I'm getting down Migratory Greathorn come the end of the day. We also could have gotten down Porcuparrot. It's interesting to note, by the way. Alright, so yeah, definitely got to add in some more lands to the deck. Oh, I actually meant to grab the plains there. That's alright. But yeah, definitely need to add in some more basic lands for the Migratory Greathorn. We're going to leave you back to defend, buddy. If you could just stay there, that'd be great. If we could hit another land, that'd be great as well. Then we could actually be mutating and keeping up mana for Unbreakable Formation, which we don't have a ton of creatures right now, you know. One day, though. If we can draw into an Emmara, I'd be super happy. We could play Emmara and keep up mana for Unbreakable. No? Ah, that's okay. If I mutate here, it does give us another land. Granted, it's tapped, so we can't use Unbreakable yet. They're looking at their Witch's Oven because they know I'm about to take it out. Yeah, you only have 3 damage on board with what you can sacrifice. Told you should have swung in with that Dreadhorde Butcher, even if I would have blocked it, you know? Alright, so we're going over. How fantastic. White mana. Oh yeah, we could cast March for 0. Don't want to do that. Alright, so no attacks. Oh boy, oh boy. God. nothing irks me more than when a aristocrat player or a sacrifice player, whatever you want to call them, uses their Woe Strider just to get the scry off. Like, you really gotta be needing something, and they really don't, you know? They can swing with Dreadhorde Butcher still, and I wouldn't be blocking it, you know? But, whatever, it's okay. New people gotta learn. So we mutated onto this twice, so if I put down a Porcuparrot onto this, it can deal 3 damage, but it's not gonna live through a Butcher, right? No, it would live through a Butcher. Okay, alright. So then, back to my turn. Another fucking Porcuparrot. That's insane. It's insane. Of course, we're gonna mutate down into the Gem Razor here. We're going under. Get out another land. I mean, I guess we're getting to the point where we could March of Multitudes, and then we could start mutating onto those creatures, right? Use Unbreakable there. Are we tapping our Gem Razor in order to deal 3 to the Butcher and get it out of here? Or are we just killing the Priest to make sure that she can't do anything else? We definitely can't kick it to their turn, because as soon as we do, then the Priest comes off Summoning Sickness. If I take out Priest, I guess I'm killing Butcher here and just hoping, right? I don't know. They're just gonna sacrifice Butcher. Never mind. Problem solved. And then we still have Unbreakable Formation if they have some kind of destruction effect. Yeah, it should be all right. I'm like 37% confident it'll be all right. We basically just have to hope that they don't hit another creature here, right? Because mutating down to the Porcuparrot, it doesn't do anything for us. We can't create another token. Yeah, man, it's such a rough position to be in. Such a rough position to be in. Alright, sorry. Eva was coming in here to get a power strip. No! Alright. So they're killing all our stuff. Come on, it's not too difficult. That one hurts. That one hurts a whole lot. Yeah. If only, if only. Alright. It's GG. Alrighty, so you made it all the way through the matches. First and foremost, thank you very, very much. It means the world to me, y'all watching all the way through, as it does raise the like audience retention on the video, which helps each individual video get shown to more people. Same way, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to click a like down below. Comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions on this video, future videos, or past videos. If you're new here and you made it all the way through, go ahead and click that subscribe button. There's no reason not to. Click the bell icon whenever it pops out afterwards, and you'll be able to get notifications whenever I post videos and, you know, all that good stuff. Last but not least, if you're looking to catch us play these decks live, you can hop over to twitch.tv/DrSpillikin. And if you're looking for a community to join up with, I recommend you hop down in the description of any of our videos. There's a Discord link. You can click on it and join up with us over there. Now, on to the deck tech wrap up. Right here at the end, we've been doing this little session where I tell you things that I would slot in for other things, or ways you can upgrade the deck, ways you can play it differently, maybe faster, maybe slower. And so that's what we're going to be hopping into right now. There's no great way to order this, so I'm just going to go with, you know, the different archetypes of how you could change the deck, and then we'll sweep up everything at the end. Now, just starting out at the top, we have Essence Symbiote, we have Wolf Willow Haven, we have Auspicious Sterix, and Vivian Monsters Advocate. Now, I threw these in here for the main reason of showing people, like, you only have 2 red cards in your deck, actually, Porcuparrot and Regal Leosaur. And in all honesty, Porcuparrot, yes, you can mutate it onto Emmara and tap it and deal damage, but as we saw in some of our matches, it's simply not enough a lot of the times, and spending that mana and mutating onto Emmara just doesn't really do anything for you. So, if you want to cut out red mana altogether, 1, I don't blame you. 2, here are some great options for when you do, right? Vivian's Monsters Advocate. 1, you can look at the top card of your library at any time. And I feel like you're playing enough creatures with this mutate deck that, well, you're going to be hitting creatures enough, right? You can cast creatures from the top of your library, and that, you know, there's the second part. Anyways, for +1, you're going to be able to create a 3/3 green beast creature token and put your choice of Vigilance, Reach, or Trample, whatever. Now, this still works with the Angels, and sure, you're only giving it +1/+1 stats. You're also giving it the ability to fly, so, you know, kind of weigh those options out. And then for -2, obviously, you want to be casting that right before you're casting things like Cubwarden or these bigger creatures, right? Auspicious Sterix, again, if you're going to be taking out Porcuparrot, you want to replace it with some more mutate. Auspicious Sterix is great, helps wonderfully with the Vivian's -2 ability, so kind of just fits right in if you're going to be going for that Selesnya build. Wolf Willow Haven, another great build. You can even throw it into this one right here as is, but it's going to allow you to ramp up, and whenever you pay 5 mana, you're going to be able to sacrifice it, create a 2/2 green wolf, which obviously you're only going to want to be doing this whenever you have Divine Visitation down, but it's essentially a card that allows you to ramp, and when it's no longer effective at ramping, then you turn it into an angel. Very, very effective at 2 mana. And then last but not least, of course, we have Essence Symbiote. If you're needing some cheaper cards as far as wild cards go, Essence Symbiote's only a common. Whenever a creature you control mutates, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature, and you gain 2 life. So every time you mutate onto the Emmara, she's going to get bigger, and you're going to gain life, which is fantastic. Now, bridging off the back of that, with the whole gaining life and all that, if you're looking for some more white cards to add in, or, you know, say you're going for Selesnya and you just want to cut out all the red and don't want to go all green, here are a few more options. You have Huntmaster Liger, which replaces the Regal Leosaur pretty effectively, actually. You mutate him down onto an Emmara that's already been mutated on once, and all your creatures get +2/+2, and, you know, it's a solid body. Also, it's only uncommon, so it's fairly cheap for people to actually pick up if you don't have the card, right? Moving us up, I guess, we have Hanged Executioner, which, again, if you're looking to take out the red sources of Regal Leosaur, but you still want creatures in your bottom end, Hanged Executioner is great. It's going to give you 2 creatures. One of the creatures you can use as an exile effect. Whenever you mutate onto these creatures, it gives the mutated creature flying, so, you know, just a great cheap option for you. Now, it is a rare, so maybe not cheap in that regard, but you get what I'm saying. Next, and finally, we have Heliod Suncrown. Now, if you're going to be going for that white, mono white, or Selesnya green, whatever, you know, deck that you're going for, Heliod is actually a great addition. 1, the Cubwarden tokens have lifelink. 2, the Emmara tokens have lifelink. 3, if you're going for just Selesnya, I feel like you can pepper in a little bit more lifelink. Maybe the Essence Symbiote actually comes in if you decide to play the Heliod. Nonetheless, whenever you gain life, you're going to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control. Furthermore, you can pay only 2 mana and give another target creature lifelink. So again, let's say you have a Vulpikeet on an Emmara, and it's just not good enough that it's flying and creating you tokens and getting counters whenever it gets mutated onto. Now with Heliod, you know, you can tap it, or not tap it, but you know what I mean. Pay the 2 mana, give that flying mutated creature lifelink, and it's just all the better. Now, say you're looking to dive further into the Naya color sets. You're like, you know what, no chance, I want to embrace this shit. Well, that's perfectly fine as well. Here are 2 great cards. They're very fun. We've already done a Krinko Mutate deck, and it did wonderful. Legion Warboss works fantastic with Divine Visitation because it makes it to where whenever these 1/1 red goblin creature tokens are created, instead you're going to be creating those 4/4 angels. However, they still gain haste and they still attack as soon as they come in, so it's very awesome there. Also, it gives you a ton of mutate targets. It does a lot, right? So Legion Warboss, Krinko, I do recommend throwing them in if you're going to be staying in the Naya color schemes. Now, all that out of the way, oh, one last little thing I will note. Migratory Greathorn, I would recommend adding more basic lands in. For some reason, I was like, oh yeah, 3 basic lands would be perfectly fun. Yeah, you're probably going to want to add some more basic lands in. If you're looking to do that, I would take out the temples first, as you don't really have the option to shock them in, and, you know, they're just a little bit slower. Anyways, again, that is going to do it for the deck tech or deck breakdown. Thank you all so much for watching all the way through. Once more, you know, leave that like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah, and yeah, hope to see you in the next video.